Hey, I forgot to tell you, I learned a new word yesterday. Quantata.
One tata.
Quantata. That means like really, really big. Like really big sable. Quantata safaris?
Katanta.
Katanta.
Katanta. No, that is actually sable in the local
Sable.
language.
Yeah, sable.
Katanta.
Yeah. Moja here in Reno, Nevada at the Safari Club International show. Hunters, huntresses, and sportsmen from all over the world come here in search of that next big game hunt. For me, I'm in search of that next big story, an SCI conservation conversation. And so our next meeting is with a good friend of mine named Peter Chipman. A few years back, I joined Peter on safari in Tanzania and also in his native country, Zambia. Peter Chipman, when did we meet? 2004. We hunted in 2004, but we had to have met in 2003.
That's correct.
So man, I've been knowing you 17 years, man. Lots of changes have happened in the hunting world in the 17 years.
For sure they have.
When you take a big picture look, when you look at it from the sky and you look down below what's happening in our industry, what do you see? What does that picture look like? Where are we today?
It's actually a little bit of a sorry sight because we're not getting too much support from the hunting community. We're getting more leverage coming out from the anti-hunting. Social media is hurting us, and the young generation is not coming in. I mean, the old guys that we've been hunting are getting older. We're not getting more of the young guys. We need to get more of these young guys coming in, and we need to go out there and educate people about the benefits of hunting. That's not going there. We need to encourage more of the benefits where the hunting is going, especially to the community, to the conservation of the animals in the area. We're not doing enough of that, and that is giving more ammunition to the anti-hunting.
What are the anti-hunters focusing on mostly? What's their big number one gripe?
The biggest gripe is usually when it involves prime animals like the cats, elephants. I mean, that's mainly what they go for, and that's what Africa has been known for the dangerous animals. And the big thing to them is we're finishing them when we're not. We're actually, the more we hunt them, the more we're conserving them. If we don't hunt them, they've got no monetary value, so there's nothing to look after them. So if we are gone, they are gone as well.
What's the one thing that you wish that hunters would do more?
I would say more education, more educating the people, the benefits of hunting. That is the biggest thing, because everybody thinks hunting is just killing. It's not killing. Hunting is a conservation tool. Without hunting, there's no conservation, because especially our anti-hunting, they talk more. They go to the national parks. They don't come into hunting areas. Hunting areas, only the hunters that are there. If we're not there, what's going to happen? Those areas are going to get wiped out, and those same people, those poachers, where they're going to go? Into the parks, because we act as a buffer zone between the park and the hunting area. If we're gone, next will be the national parks that are gone. So the whole wildlife of Africa will be gone.
And what's the one thing that you wish that hunters would do less of?
The biggest thing, I think we need to get off our phones. This social media is hurting us. I mean, everybody wants to take pictures and start sending pictures all around. The anti-hunters all have phones and they're going to be seeing our pictures. I think we need to get away from this social media thing and just concentrate on the real thing. If we're going to go on social media, let's go more on the benefits of what hunting can do, not just showing pictures. I think that's what's hurting us a lot.
I agree with you on that one, and also the types of pictures that we're posting.
Exactly.
Blood,
exactly.
entrails and guts hanging out,
exactly.
tongues hanging out. They have their foot on the animal. That's
the celebration and all that. No, that's for us, not for the world out there.
What's the biggest threat to hunting? What do you see as the biggest threat to hunting right now?
The biggest threat at the moment sometimes can be political. Our politicians actually don't do too much, and they don't come on the ground and see what is happening. I mean, sometimes you have one country saying that we want to ban importation of this trophy. That's actually killing the trophy. I mean, if we don't bring the trophy into the States, and the hunters don't come there, you've actually killed that thing. I mean, a good example is certain areas in Tanzania because of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife ban on lion and elephant. Those areas are worthless. And certain outfitters have given away those areas back because they cannot run them. Without those animals, you cannot run a business. And now what's happened to those areas? They're wiped out. They've given them to the poachers. So governments need to think about that when they make certain decisions like that. You don't just jump like that. They need to see what the consequences can be, and speak to the outfitters, speak to the country representative there. Not just make the decisions without consulting. We need to consult. We need to sit together and educate each other.